click on this icon, a box is going to appear on the right-hand portion of the screen, and what this will allow you to do is to literally, if there's a particular area that you want to discuss with a colleague or partner here on the board, you can literally draw on the map using the pin icon, and then generate a specific view. And all of the drawing, all of the text, you can type text onto the map as well. All of that, all of the drawing or writing on the map that you want to do, you can send to the printer, or you can include in that feedback form that I mentioned earlier. So if there's a particular area that you need us to look at, you think, well, this coverage area looks off, it's overstated, it needs to be refined because I know that this particular street does not have broadband service, you can take the drawing tool, circle it, and send it to us via this feedback form. So that is a significant enhancement on where we were before this process began. Clear that and close the feedback box here. You can also email a screenshot of whatever type of view that you've created to yourself or to someone else. And essentially what that does is you can enter your name, your email address, your subject line, and then it will send a JPEG, a screenshot of the view that you've created to the email recipient that you choose. So that's very useful in terms of collaborative discussions that you may be having. You know, if you're meeting with a broadband provider, for instance, and there's an area that you want them to take a look at, this is a feature where you can just simply send an email screenshot to that person, and it will enable, I think, better discussions about the state of the broadband landscape in Minnesota as a result. The little lifesaver icon is a help feature. If you click on that, a tutorial help center is going to come up, which will explain the navigation of the tool and answer questions that you may have. And then the map also has a feature where we could create customized layers on top of the broadband inventory and provide a unique username and password to someone to log in and view those specific coverage layers. None have been created yet, but that feature is going to greatly help, I think, the broadband task force, the new broadband advisory task force that Diane is working closely with. If there are, for instance, if there's job information or new census data that they want us to incorporate, but a new coverage layer could be generated, or a new GIS layer could be generated that we could restrict the view of that to a particular audience. So that's certainly a new, very helpful feature. And then before I get into the analysis of unserved areas, which again I think you're going to find most interesting, we're also engaged in a process of collecting what NTIA refers to as community anchor institution broadband connectivity information. And so under the advanced tab, you're going to see a series of checkboxes underneath the broadband coverage layers. And when I click on those, icons are going to appear for each of those community anchor institutions. So for instance, all of the K-12 schools in the state, public and private, the private ones that we know about, are indicated on the map in terms of a little blue icon. If you scroll to the right on the legends box, it actually shows what each of the icons means. So the little blue dot are K-12 schools. We can enable the library layer, the healthcare or medical institution layer, public safety agencies, sheriff's departments, police departments, etc. Post-secondary institutions. So there's a particular icon, according to this legend, for each of those community anchor institutions. And what we're doing is we're collecting broadband information for each of those institutions. So for instance, if we were to zoom back into the the Brainerd, Baxter area. You're going to see the schools in this area. You're going to see those highlighted on the map. And if you hover over a particular school, this is Cuyuna Range Elementary.
Cuyuna.
That was a pretty good guess.
I tried. Just imagine when I'm doing these presentations in the last day, it's really complicated. If we know what the broadband connectivity information is for that school, that information will display. And so over the course of this project, and thankfully we now have a full 5 years of mapping funding to carry us through the end of at least 2014 to update and refine this map over time. We're going to be engaging in an effort to try to collect as much community anchor institution information as we can. And that includes schools, libraries, hospitals, public safety entities, all the icons that you see